legalization, and I think other states are also looking at
This
the
is
same
just
thing.
disgusting.
And I hope that their people will speak up. The McLaughlin group just did a poll, and 90% of the American population are against transitioning minors. You can't change your sex. It's not possible. We're doing surgery, castration, just like what you said, on minors.
You can't castrate children.
Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Thursday and let's jump into today's news. A lot of craziness going on. The Fed's released we are in a recession. They raised the interest rates to 75, which we kind of figured, like we talked on Tuesday. No shock there, right? Definitely no shock that we are in a recession. You know, right now what's going on in the economy, it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous to everybody that lives in the United States. You know, when we are talking about inflation and they're talking about proposing another bill to raise taxes, it's only going to target the wealthy to help curb inflation. When you and I both know that raising our taxes is going to create more problems in the economy, it's going to create higher prices, it's going to create job losses. We are already in a decimated economy. We are going down, we are sinking like the Titanic. We're going to be at the bottom of the ocean and there's no one coming that's going to save us. So there's so much volatility in the world right now, but especially we have to look into our own backyard, which is right here, right? When you have Ukrainians telling American people to suck it up, you know, when we're already doing everything, you know, but sitting in our kitchen sink, you know, what's going to be next? They're going to want our children. I don't know. I'm being facetious, obviously, but you know, it was a bold statement. I don't want to say names, but most of you know what I'm talking about. It's a bold statement. You know, why he's ripping it up. You know, him and his wife with celebrities at functions and telling the American people, suck it up. You know, we need it. So, you know, you really need to be taking into consideration everything that's going on. And it's going to be like a domino effect. It's just trickling down until it's going to crash. And unfortunately, it's going to take all of us down with it. So this is why we talk on this channel and on other channels about putting food back, putting water back, diversifying your money. Fiat currency, it's dying. It's dying. It's losing its purchasing power. Why do you think it's costing more every time you go to the pump? And why do you think it costs more every time you go to the grocery stores? We're not idiots. We're not stupid. They like to think that we're stupid. You know, when we go to the store, we see the cost. You know, we know what we paid and what we're paying. And I just want to show you a brand of eggs that it was gone up $3 since the last time I was there, about 3 weeks ago. I don't know when this $3 price increase jumped, but I will insert that clip. So when I'm at my local Stater Brothers, these used to be last month $5.99. Now they are $8.99 for the organic, and non-organic is $5.99. When we are seeing $8.99 for eggs in this country, I think it's time I get some chickens, right? Okay, so I'm not making fun lightly because it's a serious thing. Even if there's going to be food on the shelf, let's just look at options A and B, right? Let's say we don't have a famine in this country, or there's not food shortages. The prices are going to be so astronomical for the everyday person, the people that are just living paycheck to paycheck, and maybe they got 2-3 kids to support. You know, most kids can eat more than 2 eggs at a time, right? At minimum 2 eggs. So how far is a dozen eggs at $6.99, $6-7? Let's just be conservative, because I know California, we are on the higher side. Let's just take, I don't know what you guys are seeing in your area, but I would like to know if you could leave a comment just on your prices alone. But I know here, if you have a family, and let's just say for breakfast, and you're giving them eggs, and you don't own your chickens, right? So you rely on going to the store and purchasing them. How long do you think a dozen eggs is going to last a family? Maybe if it's 3, 4, maybe a couple days, a couple servings. I don't know. So there's an article here. I will read it quickly. Thank you. So we talk about gold and silver has been up, if you haven't noticed, right? And the stock market was, of course, it was up today, and all the volatility with the feds, raising the interest rates, and Biden speaking of passing this atrocious bill to raise the taxes. It says, and this article will be linked in the description box if you like to read it yourself. Did a billionaire buy 50 million in silver eagles? A woman in Texas buys up $50 million in silver eagles. One woman that lives in Texas, 50 million. Now, I say she's smart. She's taking her fiat currency that's going to collapse. They're doing this on purpose. And she's buying it into silver. Silver is always going to be worth something, unlike the dollar. It's your decision. I just want to, not take up most of your guys' time, but I really want to encourage you, if you can, to buy some silver. If you're just starting out, if you can afford to buy some gold, buy some gold. But just, diversify your money. Keep small bills on hand. China is threatening us if Pelosi goes over to Taiwan. That's the last thing we need, dealing with China. And the talk is that the Ukrainians, the only way that they're going to win this war is if we send our troops on the ground, or their boots on the ground. We don't want to get involved in this. We are in no position financially involved in this war. I mean, we continue to just keep funding this, and it is tiring. I know everybody's tired of hearing it, but it's coming out of you're paying for it. Every one of you that are watching are paying for it in one way or the other. We're sending our weapons over there. There's also another talk about 18 states joining in to send out relief payments to poor people. That money is going to be going to the immigrants. Well, I have to use my choice of words. The people that are coming across the border. Okay, we know that they have small children. It talked about the welfare in that, the TANF, whatever that's abbreviated for. Program, which we know it's affiliated with welfare department, social services. Guess who's paying for that? Everybody is watching. Every class is going to be affected by this rate increase that they did. It's going to affect credit cards. It's going to affect student loans. It's going to affect home purchases. It's going to affect a lot. HELOC loans. So I would say prepare like there is no tomorrow, because time is running out for each and every one of us to get things, necessities that we need. People should have necessities just because for a natural disaster. It's important. You need to have water. You need to have ways to filtrate your water. You need to have a backup plan. Okay? If we have an EMP, plenty opportunities to take the grids down. Remember that. So I'm just going to end it there, everybody. I'm outside. It's about 95 still. And so I just want to wish everybody well. And thank you to my subscribers that are for always being here and supporting my channel. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you to my new subscribers. Welcome. That you do hit the bell notifications so you are alerted every time I make a community post or a new video. Make sure that sometimes after you leave a comment, YouTube will unsubscribe you. So just check back, in a day or so to make sure that you still are subscribed. Yeah, so with that, I wish all of you well. God bless each and every one of you.